Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the r/EntitledPeople subreddit. I have 3 Entitled People stories for you today, all involving the classic Karen. Why did the Karen press Ctrl-Alt-Delete? Because she wanted to see the task manager. I want to keep my checks. This happened a couple of times over many years. After I had scanned her 1,000 items and hit total, then she decides to start digging in her purse to find her checkbook. And after a few minutes, finds it and then started to slowly fill it out. Of course, a line has built and people looked like their life was slowly draining out of them. I felt it too. I ran the check through the register, it scanned it or whatever, then put it in the bottom of the cash drawer. I hand her the receipt, then she held her hand back out. I'm not entirely sure why, because I wanted her to go, not give me a high five. She just at me and said, "Where is my check?" I looked at her confused. "In the drawer, where I just put it after the transaction." "I want my check back," she yelled. "Ma'am, we have to keep the check to deposit it in the bank in case there are any transaction errors." She was shaking her head no the entire time. "No, I have to get it back, otherwise somebody could steal my identity." I tried to assure her that from the register, we put it in the safe at night. Then in the morning, the armed guard takes it to the bank for deposit. She would not accept it and said that if she could not get it back, then she would return her purchase and get it back to buy things elsewhere. This must have been a power play for her, but she messed up. You see, I was on my last week at that job and was ready to stop giving a shit. I asked for her receipt, which I got, pulled up her transaction, and hit void previous transaction. I grabbed her check, the receipt, and the void receipt, and handed it to her. "There! I have voided the transaction and returned your check. Good luck at the next store." I then started removing her items from the bags and making a stack beside me on the floor. She looked dumbfounded, jaw dropped. "No! I purchased those. Those are mine." I kindly, with the most customer service voice I could muster, replied, "You told me that if you could not have your check back, you would buy things elsewhere. And I had already told you we were not able to give it back. So I voided your purchase, and now you have your check back." I looked at the next person in line. I can help the next person. That beautiful customer stepped forward, right next to the lady, and started a conversation about some cereal she bought. By that time, the manager had come over, and the lady began yelling at him. Okay. He ended up ringing her items back up in the aisle next to mine, and she paid by check, but was again unable to keep the check. I could hear it all well. In fact, half the aisle was watching their show of an interaction. The best part was when she was demanding her check back again. He asked if she wanted him to void it out so she could go elsewhere. She nearly exploded, ripped the receipt out of his hand, threw the bags in her cart, and breaking things by the sound of it, and stormed out yelling. The cherry on top was that on her way out, she turned back to yell more at us and ran into the doorframe with her cart. As she was looking back, not where she was going, laughter erupted from a few kids nearby. Great day. What? Karen's logic makes absolutely no sense. If she's paying via check, why would she need the check back? That's like being like, yeah, here's my credit card number, but I won't give you the CVV code on the back. Or, there's my cash in my wallet, you can look at it to see that I have it, but you can't take it. Seems like Karen was trying to just scam the store. However, I'm from Canada and we are not allowed to pay with checks at retail stores, so I really have no idea how that works. Is there a circumstance that you would get the check back? I don't know. It's very confusing to me and seems like an extremely easy way to commit fraud. So if you're listening and do know more about this retail check thing, can you please enlighten me about it in the comments? Thanks. elderly Karen kicks my ankle because I'm faking an injury. So a bit of a backstory. I, 25-year-old female, have about 5 different things wrong with my left foot/ankle, 3 forms of tendinitis, and 2 joints with osteoarthritis in my foot. I also had surgery on this ankle about 2.5 years ago. I deal with a lot of pain and have a very noticeable limp. I'm in pain almost every single day of my life, and currently there isn't much I can do to alleviate the pain. If anyone were to look at my ankles side by side, they can instantly notice that the left one is quite a bit bigger on a really bad day because it swells up to about twice its size. On to the story. This literally happened last night after work. I work 10-hour shifts and range from either being on my feet the whole time to anywhere from possibly sitting most of the day. Yesterday was a very busy day, so I was on my feet the whole time. By the time I got off, I was in a lot of pain, probably about a 9 on the pain scale. When I got off of work, I needed to stop at the grocery store to pick up some veggies to go with dinner. I was doing my shopping and was just getting through the store pretty slowly as not to cause any shooting pains in my ankle/foot. Suddenly, this elderly Karen stops me and goes, "I just hate your generation. All you guys do is fake an injury, so you don't have to work. Your pain isn't real. Get over yourself." Okay, I was so exhausted and really didn't care what she thought. I just wanted to go get my stuff and leave and go home to ice my ankle. Karen walks up behind and pretends to stumble and full on kicks my left ankle. "Oops, sorry." I yelp in pain and now fully pissed off while also crying in pain. Turn around. "Okay, B, look at my ankles. Do you notice the difference in sizes? I'm actually in a lot of freaking pain. I just got off a 10-hour shift with being on my feet the whole day and have multiple injuries in this leg." "Well, how am I supposed to know that?" "You aren't, because we don't know each other, but you decided to make my problems your business by saying I'm faking it and then kicking me." A nice employee walks up after hearing my yelp and commotion. "What seems to be the issue here?" "I was accused of faking an injury because my generation sucks and then was kicked in my bad leg." "She's faking it, and you can tell she can walk just fine. I didn't mean to kick her. I stumbled and it just happened." "Would you like the police called to file a report?" "No, I just want this lady to F off so I can finish shopping and go home." Karen tries to continue pleading her case, but instead got kicked out. No big, interesting ending. I also didn't file a report because of the time it would take, and I was in so much pain I just wanted to lie down. Now, we've had a similar story to this before, and I've said this once, but I'll say it again. Just because you can't see an illness or pain doesn't mean it's not there. Also, even if that person is faking an illness, let them. Chances are if someone is faking an illness for attention or money or whatever, they're not going to stop just because you said something. So don't waste your existence being mad at people. Apathy is peace. Ignorance truly is bliss sometimes, and the world would be a much better place if people just minded their own business more. Entitled Mom says she knows the owner, so her son should get free classes. Backstory. I help teach martial arts. I've been doing martial arts for 10 years, but only been teaching for about 5, maybe 6. I've become close with my teacher. He's like a father to me. I've been to family events. I've been to his home many times to have sleepovers with his daughter. He picks me up from school. I've gone to tournaments with him. Clarification, we stay in separate hotel rooms. I'm a minor, and he has permission to take me to tournaments, etc. You get the point. Anyways, so we usually teach class together, but if someone comes in, I usually go so that he can continue teaching. Well, one day, a woman comes in and immediately starts flagging me down in the middle of class. So I excuse myself and walk over there. "Hello, how can I help you?" "Why are you so slow?" "Pardon? Next time an adult calls you over, you need to come immediately. Do you understand? I really didn't want to start something, so I said yes ma'am, and we continued. What can I help you with today? I want to sign my son up for classes. Okay, let me get a schedule on the payment options. Oh, just the schedule. Pardon? I'll only need the schedule. I don't have to pay. I know the owner, and he said my son can take classes for free. Miss, I cannot do that. I'm not the owner. You can and you will. Do I make myself clear? I want free classes for my angel now. Yes, she said angel. At this point, I'm getting agitated because I have severe anxiety when I get yelled at. So I start darting my eyes around, and teacher catches my eyes. He gives me the, "You okay?" look, and I just shake my head no. He gets the kids doing stuff and walks over. Hello, what can I do for you? Finally, a responsible adult. Next time I come in here, this slow biatch better not take forever. Anyways, I know the owner of this establishment, and he said I can put my son here for free, so snap to it. Excuse me, I'm going to go and continue with the kids. Oh no, you can stay right here with me. You're okay. So you're going to defend her? I want to speak to the owner. You're looking at him, miss. I own this establishment. This is my business that I built from the ground up. Now, I would greatly appreciate it if you would apologize to OP and leave my business now. You have no right to call her anything other than Miss last name. You are agitating her and the other children, and I do not appreciate it. Well, sorry. She promptly stomped out of there and never came back. I never understood why people try to get free things by pretending to know the owner. According to this subreddit, it happens so often, which is crazy to me, because typically, even if you do know the owner, you're likely not even going to get anything for free regardless. They have to make a living too, and if they gave everyone they knew free stuff from their business, they would go broke. So, I personally would want to go to a business in which I knew the owner so I could support my friend and their livelihood by paying, not by demanding free shit. But, as we know, Karens always have one thing, and that is the audacity. But anyways, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed those 3 Entitled People stories. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!